Jafar Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafar Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in. And let's talk with Jafar Fox.
Hello. God bless you, and welcome to the Jafar Fox Show. Let's talk business. I am your host, Jafar Fox, and I am so excited. On tonight. Have an amazing guest, a dynamic woman of God, Rachel Way. So you all stay tuned and make sure that you are tagging your friends, your family, sending those hearts, letting us know that you are joining us tonight. So God bless you, and welcome to my Facebook Live audience, as well as YouTube and LinkedIn. So welcome. And if you're watching on the replay, welcome. I am so excited to have you join us tonight. So God bless you. And then mark your calendars for Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Set those notifications. Let your friends and family know that the Jafar Fox Show is on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am the CEO of Jafar Fox Inc. I am a transformational and leadership coach and speaker. And you can find out more information about me on my website at www.jafarfox.com. And so go to my website, and then while you're there, book a free consultation. Consultation is free. It is free to book me for a transformation coach, leadership coach. It's free to have that consultation. So book me on, go to my website, and then calling all entrepreneurs. If you would like to be a guest, calling all entrepreneurs. It is free to be a guest, and I am so excited and honored to spotlight your business and for you to be a guest on the Jafar Fox Show. And you can complete that intake form on my website, and then shop, share, and support. I have some amazing apparel on my website. Is updated with new apparel and new things. So check it out. Support, and then as well, share. And of course, first shop. I want you to shop and be my walking billboard with the items that I have in my online apparel store. And then put shared in the comments tonight. And I thank you so much in advance for sharing. I always say sharing is caring. So share, tag, send those hearts. And when you put shared in the comments, you'll be able to have your name put in a drawing for tonight. At the end of the show, you'll be able to win a ebook called My Mental Metamorphosis. It is an ebook, and it's by Rachel Way. And so she does have some other amazing items too on her website. So put shared in the comments, and sharing is caring. And then say hello, and let us know that you are joining us tonight. So God bless you all. God bless you. I am just so excited and just so honored to have Rachel join us tonight. So at this time, our guest, Rachel Way, with the Rachel Way 123 LLC. So God bless you, Rachel. I am so happy, honored, and excited to have you as a guest on tonight. And I know that you're going to provide some amazing nuggets and gems and information and all of that great stuff to help the audience and the viewers with their business and, other things too as well. So God bless you. And if you would take the time just to greet the audience and then tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for that warm introduction. I definitely appreciate it. As I've been introduced, my name is Rachel. I am named Rachel Loague, but I also go by Rachel Way as well. I am very passionate about entrepreneurship. I feel like my journey with entrepreneurship started when I was young, back in the day in school, when we used to do little fundraisers and selling America's Best Chocolate and Krispy Kreme and this, that, and the third. And I pretty much just grew a love for business altogether. I didn't quite know how to work my way into it until about a year or two ago. After I wrote my book, Starting a Bit of a Seed to the Plant, and that pretty much helped me decide. I wrote a book about helping people to start a business. And then I ended up starting a business, teaching people how to start a business. So that's pretty much how the Rachel Way 123 came about. And that is me.
Love it, love it, love it. And congratulations to you on all the amazing endeavors that you have going on and the amazing things that God has in store for you. So good evening, Deacon Fox. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining and sharing, hubby. Thank you. I appreciate your support. And then Rachel, tell us about your business, The Rachel Way. I love it. 123 LLC.
Thank you. So the Rachel Way 123 is pretty much a business consulting agency where we help people who want to start and grow their business, because people come in at different stages. So you have people who want to start business who know absolutely nothing about business. They know they want to start a business. They have an idea in their head, but they're just not sure where to start. So we help people at the starting point. And then you have people who are already established and in business, but they want to take it to the next level. So pretty much we have services where we're able to strategize and be innovative and help a business take their business from one place to the next level by creating new services, new products, or just simply being strategic in their marketing. So that pretty much wraps up and sums up the Rachel Way 123. It's really just a place for entrepreneurs alike, no matter what stage of business they're in. We are there to help.
I love that. And that is absolutely so needed with the different stages, as you talked about, that people come in and they do in different phases and stages of their business in this entrepreneur journey, which is definitely not easy. And so it is needed and necessary to have someone to help with that. And I see my cousin Eric has joined. God bless you, Eric. Thank you so much for joining. If you would share it in the comments, say hello, cousin, and let us know that you're with us on tonight. And thank you so much, Eric, for joining in and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business with the guest tonight is Rachel Way. The Rachel Way 123 LLC is her business name. And so, Rachel, talk about some of the challenges that you faced and overcome as an entrepreneur.
All right, that's a good question. So the first one is being a woman. I know it seems so obvious, but being a woman sometimes can be difficult in business because a lot of people underestimate you. They underestimate your abilities. They probably don't think you can do it as well as your counterparts, or so on and so forth. So being a woman, and especially a woman of color, is definitely a challenge compared to the market and the other businesses that are out there. But as we all know, there's nothing that is impossible with God. So I just, stand firm on God to help me travail and be a trailblazer in this industry. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things I would say is a struggle. Another thing sometimes can be lack of motivation. We have businesses and we start our businesses and we start with such a passion. We start with such a fire almost. And then you get to these points in business where you're like, am I doing this thing right? Am I sure if I want to keep going? You have days where you may, own a service-based business and no one purchases any of your services. No one purchases any of your books, your clothing, your cakes, whatever it is that your business entails or whatever you service. And sometimes that lack of motivation can be a bit of a struggle because it's like, okay, well, how do I get myself motivated to keep going even when nobody else shows up for my business but me? Right? So that was another thing that I struggled with in the beginning. But if we look at the greats, and I say greats in terms of our business moguls, such as like Walmart and Walgreens, CVS, these big businesses, no matter what's going on, there's going to be somebody to open that store every single day, whether a customer shows up or not. And we have to look at our businesses the same way. We have to show up every single day, even if not a soul passes through. It's about being consistent. And that's another part of business that a lot of people, even myself, sometimes struggle with, is consistency. Consistency in content, consistency in your enthusiasm, because it's your business. You have to come with the passion. People are not going to come to you and just be ready to purchase from you or buy from you. They're really looking to you for the explanation. Why do I need your services? Why do I need your product? You have to come with that pizzazz, that charisma, so that they're ready to really learn from you and grow from you and get whatever it is that you have to offer. So I'd say the biggest things I've struggled with was being a woman, lack of motivation, and being consistent. And I wouldn't say that those aren't still struggles, because as you get bigger and better and the days go on, you kind of grow and, learn from it. But I'd say those were like at the top of my head.
Definitely can agree when you talk about you have to keep showing up. You have to stay consistent, regardless of who shows up or not, or who purchases your products, or who is there for you. You just have to keep going, and it's so amazing that you talk about being a woman. Definitely is a struggle. Just in the industry of trying to be an entrepreneur is difficult, but that consistency, it is key. I believe and that is one of the difficult parts, to stay consistent, because it's hard to be motivated, as you said, when you stay consistent, you're doing your part, and then no one buys anything, or you don't get
you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on here?
Right.
I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but still nobody.
Right. Yeah. And that can be tough. That can definitely cause you to not be motivated in doing it. But as you said, and as I know, we know that you just have to keep going. You just definitely have to keep going. And so with that, I saw some others that were joining in, and hello to Minister Hutchinson. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you. If you would like, share, and tag others, God bless you. God bless you. And then put share it in the comments, because at the end of the show, you'll be able to win an ebook that Rachel has written, and it'll be free. So share it in the comments so that your name will go in a drawing for her ebook, My Mental Metamorphosis. And so you want to be a winner tonight. So put shared in the comments. And so thank you so much for sharing. And as I always say, sharing is caring. I thank you all in advance for sharing. I see my oldest son. Hi, Darren. DJ Wright has joined in. God bless you. Love you, Scooby. Thank you so much for joining. Tag others. Send those hearts. Let us know that you are joining us on tonight. And don't forget to put share in the comments so that you'll be able to possibly be a winner for tonight. So share, because sharing is caring. Absolutely. And so Rachel, talk about and provide some valuable insights and then some practical tips to help someone who wants to be an entrepreneur or is an entrepreneur navigate the often challenging process of starting and running a successful business.
Okay, I have a lot of tips. Number one, do it scared and do it alone if you have to. A lot of times when you get a business idea, you may share it with family, you may share it with friends, and they may not be as supportive. But remember, it was laid on your heart, not theirs. So you can't expect them to have the same level of enthusiasm and excitement as you would. But I say still just do it. If it was planted on your heart, if you feel like, okay, I feel like I need to start a lemonade business, you better squeeze those lemons and start that lemonade business. That's how I strongly feel. Do not let imposter syndrome take over you. Imposter syndrome is basically when you do everything, you're getting ready to go, you're getting ready to launch, and you step back and you're like, nah, can't do it. No way. It's almost like you scare yourself into not being able to do it. Make sure you motivate yourself along the way. Make sure you have to, like I say, tap into your faith. Tap into your faith, tap into your belief system, whatever it is that you believe in, tap into that and don't give up. Another tip that I would say starting out, make sure you do a lot of research in the industry that you're starting your business in, because if you do a lot of research, it'll help you go a lot further. Sometimes doing research can show you what other industries have and places where you can take an advantage, or just simply how they might be marketing and how that can help you to market your product instead of you like having to try to struggle and figure out how to market something. You can look at a company who's doing something similar or almost the same and not necessarily mock or mimic their marketing technique, but you can develop your own based on how they're doing things. So I'd say definitely spend a lot of time researching. Also, spend time networking. Network with others. I've met a lot of women and men in the industry who have helped me, whether it's softwares that they told me about, different grants that were out there that they told me about. Networking can help you to build connections that will be able to get you a lot further in business than just doing it on your own. So I would definitely say that. And my biggest tip, please do proper planning. Even if you don't do an actual business plan, sit down, map out your business, map out your products, map out your prices, look at your profit and loss if you can, see what you're going to give out, look at who you're trying to impact. There's so many different aspects that you really want to think about before you just get out there, because I've started several businesses in the past, and it'll be like, people will be like, so, why are you doing this business, or what are you into it for? And I just be like, I don't know. I didn't think that far. You know what I'm saying? But there are people who really want to know if you're just doing business to do business, or if you're actually passionate about what you're doing. So definitely spend the time to map out your business and what you're actually going to do and how you're going to launch it. And I'll tell you from experience, it may not go exactly as you planned it out, but the key is at least having some type of blueprint. So when you do go back to the drawing table, you can at least look at where things maybe didn't go so right and where you can tweak and make changes versus not having anything to refer to at all. So those are my tips.
Yes, love all of those tips. Amazing tips, good tips. You all, I can vouch for those tips. And one of the biggest questions I will add to that is you got to know how you're going to get clients. That is the biggest thing. Okay, you need to know, how are you going to turn your followers into clients and the people that you have in attracting the audience and the information, because you can have all of this stuff together, but if you're putting it in the wrong space, in front of the wrong people, it's not going to work. You just have good information. And so there are some things too, I tell you, that I've learned throughout this journey of, trial and error and trying to do. And so the tips that you provided are very, very, very good in doing the proper planning in doing that. And so you definitely do it scared, afraid, and don't talk yourself out of, once you get, as you talk about, that imposter syndrome, and then tap into your faith. Know that God it will help you. God is there for you, that he will never leave you or forsake you. Spending that time in prayer for me has been very, very important. That's my number one thing for myself, is to stay prayerful and seeking God's face. And then you talked about research your industry. The information is out there. So you want to do your due diligence and looking and seeing, and then networking, as you said, the proper planning. You all, these are just some awesome, powerful tips to be able to help you to really try to be successful in your journey of starting a business. And so, hello, Sylvia. God bless you, Sylvia Martin. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to put shared in the comments. Share, because at the end of the show, you'll be able to win possibly an ebook that has been written by our guest tonight, Rachel Way. It's called My Mental Metamorphosis, and it is an ebook. And so it'll be great information for you to have. And if you know someone as well that if you're not an entrepreneur or wanting to start your business, you can share that information, because sharing is caring. We have to help each other and be there for one another. And so talk about, because you said in mentioning in your tips about the networking. And so talk about how essential it is to in building a successful business when, so elaborate more on the networking component.
So networking is essential. Network is literally the key to your next level. Networking is like food to a business. Honestly, you never know who you could be standing next to. You never know who's connected to who. You never know what resources can bring your business that push or the next level that you need. So for example, I could say to myself, well, I'm just going to do business alone. I'm not going to bother with networking, but I may meet another young woman or young man who might be in a different industry. So for example, let's just say real estate. Let's say I did credit repair. Me networking with real estate representatives would be the best thing for my business. Why? Because most people who are looking to buy a home need their credit to be in a certain space. So it would be smart for me to network with real estate individuals. That way I can go ahead and get the referrals for people who are in the market to buy a home, but maybe their credit score is just not where it's supposed to be. So that's a great example of what networking can do for your business, because that credit repair representative could just go around and try to find clients. But how much easier would it be if you're connected to 10 different real estate representatives, and every day they're calling and saying, hey, look, I have this client who wants to get a home. Their credit score is right around 620. Could you help them and give them what it takes to get their score to a 640? And then boom, you have this influx of clients just because you opened your mouth and decided to network. For me, in my industry, even with business, it can be difficult, but it's very important for me to network. The reason why I say it can be difficult is because looking for someone who wants to start a business might not be as easy as looking for someone who wants weight training or credit repair. Those are more specific niches. For me, it can be anybody, literally, right? So when it comes down to networking, it can kind of help you to be more direct and be more targeted in what your needs are, especially when you speak to someone or you meet someone new. And sometimes networking may open a door that you didn't even know you needed for your business, right? So networking to me is just, it's a world of endless possibilities, honestly. There's no one way to put what networking can do for your business. It's so essential. Like if you're just starting out a business or you're already in business, I would recommend at least going to 2 or 3 networking events per month. And it's going to change your life and your business. And the reason why I say your life is because at the end of the day, outside of business, we're all humans. We're going to meet different people from walks of life, different people who have been through different things that may motivate us and make us even stronger in business. You may meet someone who had some of the same struggles in business at the beginning that you do, and they may have overcome them. You may have meet someone who dealt with some of the marketing issues you have, and they may have overcome that. So even if it's that you can't work together or you can't collaborate, there's still a story to be told. There's still something to be learned. There's still something you can pull or grasp from someone new. So networking, honestly, is like the gateway of endless possibilities. That's what I'm going to call it.
I love that. The gateway to endless possibilities. Yes, that is really, really good in doing that in networking, because too, and I'll add to that, is that you may find someone to barter your services with someone. Like they may be in technology and can help you with some of the things to help get your business out there. A marketing person. It's just so many ways that, just as you talk about the importance of networking and who you may come in contact with, which has been amazing for me on my journey with networking and talking to other people, letting other people know about the business, and they're doing something, and then they're saying, hey, I know how to do this, and if you help me with this, and then we can kind of work together and make it happen. Or not so much always as it being a transactional relationship, a communication with someone else. They may just want to help you. I also believe God sends you what you need, when you need it. He'll send you who you need to help you get things done. And so, just as Rachel has said, stay consistent, stay in the race, don't give up. It can be difficult. So we want to paint a picture like this is easy peasy, because truly it is not easy peasy. So again, thank you to everyone who is joining. Don't forget to put shared in the comments because sharing is caring. And at the end of the show, your name will go in a drawing. So say hello, and let us know that you're joining us on tonight. And hello to Stephanie Allen. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you to Ms. Freeman, Libby. Thank you so much for joining. You all put shared in the comments and say hello. Say hello and let us know that you have joined us on tonight. Thank you, DJ Scoop, for sharing. Appreciate that. And if it's something that you you win tonight, share it with other people. Knowledge is good. It's always great to have that information and then to share it with others. But when you share it to your page, it may be somebody on your timeline, your friend, that come across this valuable information that is being provided on tonight by Rachel that will help them, something they might have not thought about. So share. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for tapping in. Appreciate it for joining us. I am your host, Jafora Fox, and then you can, and I'm just going to take a brief pivot here to talk about my website, which is www.jaforafox.com. So you can find out all of the information about me on my website as well. When you go, the tabs there at the top will show you Renew Your Mind is another thing. It's a podcast that I do streaming live from Facebook and YouTube, as well as LinkedIn, where I provide practical and biblical lessons on from the Word of God. And so renew your mind. So tune in with me on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then any upcoming events also on my website. And then if you would like to connect with me, you can give me a call. My information is there, or send me an email. So, and that's at info@jafforafox.com. And then stay in the loop. Send me your information so that you can stay in the loop with me. You put your email address there, and then I will be able to connect with you. I promise not to bombard you with lots of emails, but if I have some things coming up and some different things, it allows me to be able to be and stay connected with you. And I would love to stay connected with you. So you can do that on my website, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Jafora Fox Inc., also Jafora Fox Show, and then renew your mind. So once the show is over, head over to YouTube and complete the information and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget, you all put share it in the comments, and then say hello. Sharing is caring. Share. So share, tag, and send those hearts again, and let us know that you are joining us on tonight. And so, Rachel, talk about, which I found so interesting, about the market research. Explain what is market research.
Sure. So my idea of market research is basically researching the market to see, it's almost like you want validity to see if the consumers that you're reaching out to, it's basically like trying to make a connection between the consumers and the products and services, right? So if I were an ice cream company, just throwing this out there because I really like to use examples, I would need to be researching the market in terms of my consumers to see what flavors are really, what flavors are people really tapping into? What are people really going out and buying? What product or service that I have or don't offer at my ice cream place that I need to now offer, because based on my market research or whatever I'm researching, those consumers actually want or need from somewhere else. And sorry, guys, if you hear thunder in the background, I'm in Florida and it's about to pour. But market research also pertains to studying your target audience. Who are you reaching out to? Who are you serving? Who is your ideal client? There's so many ways that market research comes into play, but basically it's a collaboration of researching consumers' wants and needs and your consumers all in one. So basically it's bridging the gap between your business and your consumer. That's what market research is. What do I need to find out about my consumer that will draw them into my business? What is it that they need that I have or I can provide? Because sometimes a business might not be providing a certain service or product yet, but after they do market research, they realize, we probably should be serving strawberry ice cream because a great deal of people actually like that, and we only have chocolate and vanilla. So market research does a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But like I said, the biggest thing that you'll get from market research is bridging the gap between yourself and your consumer, your customer, your client, whatever it is as it pertains to your business.
Love it. Great explanation, and talking about that market research and bridging that gap and that target audience. I would in the beginning would hear so much about the target audience. And so with that, Rachel, give an example when you say target audience. What exactly does that mean?
Sure. So your target audience is going to vary depending on whatever business you have or whatever product or service that you are specializing in. So again, I'll give another example because that's what I like to do. If I owned a candle business, right? And I realized that the majority of people who were purchasing candles were between the ages of 25 and 40, maybe have a bachelor's degree, and potentially tune into shows on HGTV or the Cooking Network, for example. This is like an avatar or a profile of a typical consumer, right? So instead of you pitching your product to everyone, you can be more streamlined, say, boom, 25 to 40, male and female, who are interested in these variety of topics. Then you're going to have a more direct approach instead of just trying to grab everybody's attention from everywhere who may not be interested in what you have to offer. So a target audience is exactly what it means. You're trying to target the exact person that you need for your consumer, for your product or your service. So basically, like I was saying, getting the right consumer for your product or service. And it's very specific. It's usually very specific. So it may not be down to a certain number. Like you may not find every customer who purchases your candle is 27 years old and they're female and they went to school at ABC Elementary. Not necessarily, but you'll get a range. You'll get a pretty good range so that you don't have to keep casting your net so far out and not catching any fish. You basically want to get the area that works, which is your target, and then cast your net so you can actually get the fish or the consumers that you're looking for your business. So that's the best way I think I can describe that.
Oh, that was excellent. That was excellent.
I hope they understand, because I know everyone doesn't get business talk, you know, so I'm like, what's the best way to describe that?
Oh, I thought it was excellent in the way you described it and giving those examples. I'm an example person too, so I love, examples. I think that helps people who may or may not understand what it is as you talk about, target audience and marketing and, this type of jargon about, having a business. But that is absolutely so true. As you talk about casting that net, you just want to cast that net into certain people. That is just absolutely great. So that is good, because not all, as you said, fish is going to be good. She explained so well. Yep. So said you explained it so well. So good deal. I thought it was excellent as well. So don't forget, you all, to put share in the comments, share, tag others. Let them know that the Jafora Fox Show is on with the guest tonight, Rachel Way, with the Rachel Way 123 LLC. Has just been providing some awesome nuggets and tips and some suggestions, really breaking down some very vital, essential things about starting a business. The information, the gems that she has given you all, people charge to, provide this type of information. So that can help you to be able to start your business, or help you if you've already started a business with running a successful business. And because sometimes you may need to pivot, you may been casting your net, too far, and that explanation will help you say, you know what, I need to bring it in a bit more, and hoping to catch the right fish that you need for your business. So share it in the comments. So thank you in advance for sharing. I love to say sharing is caring, because it really is. It is so caring to share the information and to share the show so that others will be able to take the time to have that information. You can pass it on to someone else. So one of the other things you talked about in the information that you have and provided is talk about how to form collaborations. And what exactly does that mean? Because I hear a lot of people say, let's collaborate, but exactly what does that mean?
So collaboration is when you can come together with another business that's either alike or similar and work together for the greater good. Collaboration is a little tricky though, because you have to really be purposeful when you're collaborating with someone. You don't want to just collaborate because my business isn't going the way it's going, so let me just join forces with somebody else and try to make my business better. When you want to collab, I feel like both parties need to be just as passionate. You don't want to collaborate with another business or another business partner, and then you guys are kind of dragging each other because it's not the same level of energy and efforts that are put in. But to form a collaboration, it's always best to look for someone who is either in similar business to you, or you can actually work with someone who's not in the same industry. So for example, a real estate person and a credit repair person can definitely collaborate. They can get on lives, and the real estate representative can talk about what's going on in the market, and how to get a house. And then on the other end, the credit repair person can talk about how to qualify for a house and what to do to get credit repair. So you can have different businesses that it doesn't have to be the same to collaborate. But from my observation, businesses that are more similar sometimes better with collaboration. And the best way to approach a collaboration is definitely setting up a meeting with the interested party. Explain what it is that you're looking to bring to the table and see if that aligns with what they're doing. You want to look for some type of alignment. So every collaboration opportunity may not be a great one, but you want to look for something that aligns with what you're doing. You don't want to collaborate with somebody and then totally veer off track from your business because you're following what they do, or vice versa, they're following what you do. So I'd say when it comes to collaboration, just be mindful that whenever you do decide to collaborate, if you do decide to do that in your business, just make sure you're in alignment. I think that's the biggest tip I can give with collaboration.
Yeah, I love that, being in alignment. And then the scenario about the real estate and credit repair, doing things together. And then one of the biggest components that you said is not really getting with someone who's, probably energy. They're putting in the work too. So you're kind of coming together and you're not just pulling the person just to be trying to collaborate with someone, because I know a lot of times people do talk about collaboration, but really it can mean something different to different people. And so just making sure that you have that great understanding, and so you don't have any misunderstandings about the collaboration. But I think it's a good thing to be able to come together and offer a service that you have, as well as what the other person is offering in the business, to be able to help each other. So that is good. Another great example of information about, collaborating and working together with others. And so if you're joining, hello, and thank you so much for joining the Jafora Fox Show. Let's Talk Business. I am your host, Jafora Fox. And so put shared in the comments, because at the end of the show, you'll be able to win a prize, an ebook that Rachel has written, and it's an ebook. So you'll just need to provide your email address so that you'll be able to receive the ebook. So put shared in the comments, and if it's something that you can't use, then you can provide it and pay it forward to someone else. So we love to pay it forward here as well on the Jafora Fox Show, because sometimes not all of the viewers are entrepreneurs, but you may know someone who is interested in becoming an entrepreneur, or they've already started their business, and this information will be helpful in taking their business to the next level. So share, put shared in the comments. And if you're watching on tonight, just tag your friends and your family, let them know that the Jafora Fox Show is on. I always love seeing everyone joining in. So hello to Grammy. God bless you, Grammy. Welcome home. So glad you made it back safely. Also see Estelle. God bless you. Hey, sis, Estelle. So thank you so much. You all put shared in the comments. So share. And then I see Mother Xanders has joined as well. So God bless you, Mother Xanders. Thank you for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. Let's Talk Business. With the guest tonight is Rachel Way with the Rachel Way 123 LLC. I like the way that LLC and that 123. That
it kind of rhymes. It has a flow.
Yeah, it has a flow. I love that flow. When you get to the 3 and then you talk about the C of the LLC, I just love it. So I see what you're doing, and that's what we should be doing. Having something catchy and a flow with your business name also. So Rachel, talk about something just so interesting in when they receive the books that you have out. So talk about some of the products that you have as well.
Sure. Absolutely. So I have a variety of different products. One being at a completely free level. I do offer a free business guide to anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. You can go on my website right now. It's therachelway123.com. And it's a free business guide. It goes through about 10 different steps that you would want to take in order to go ahead and start a business. So that's one product. I also have my book, Starting a Business from a Seed to the Plant. It is like an all-in-one book where you could literally plan out the 6 different stages of starting a business before you actually start one. And then the book that we're talking about tonight, which is my mental metamorphosis. This book is really, truly talking about a time in my life where I was stuck. I was really just stuck, and how I took a 90-day mental transformation. I trusted and leaned in God, and I was able to make a complete transformation in my life in just 90 days of focusing and having tunnel vision on certain things and putting my faith in God. So that was just something that I really wanted to share with the world, because a lot of us have places in our life where we're just kind of going through the typical day-to-day, going to work, going to church, coming home, and everything feels so mundane and like monotonous, and it's just routine. And you're just like, okay, well, when am I going to get out of this cycle? I'm just kind of doing the same thing. I don't feel like I'm excelling. I don't feel like I'm growing. I feel like I can be a better woman. I feel like I can be a better person. I feel like I can have more faith. All of these different things that we may want to ascertain, before our clock stops ticking. I basically had all of these thoughts. And one day I said, you know what? I'm going to spend the next 90 days just focusing. And I documented every single day. So it goes through the lows, the highs, the victories, the losses, my faith in God, my achievements, my accomplishments, everything that basically that you can think of that can happen in 90 days. I put it all in a book, and I just wanted to share it with the world.
I love that. Love that. So even if you're not a entrepreneur, I think that book is something that will help, anyone to be able to go on their journey. Just, because you were lifing, and, sometimes we all be lifing and life happens.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
To us all. And so don't forget to put share it in the comments. So share. Know that you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be able to receive a prize at the end of the show
Right.
for you sharing. And this ebook can be something that can help you, to encourage you and inspire you, as well as to help and encourage and inspire someone else too. So don't forget, you all put share it in the comments. I see you all are joining, but I need for you to put shared in the comments, because sharing is caring. So thank you so much, Grammy, for sharing. Appreciate your support. And again, thank you so much, Estelle, for joining in, as well as Sylvia and Stephanie. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Jafora Fox Show. So put shared in the comments. Share. Sharing is caring, and you'll receive the ebook through your email. And so all you will need to do is just provide me with your email address, and I will get that over to Rachel. Or you can email Rachel directly. Let's see if Rachel's information is for her email address is, if I put that for her, but I know it is with her Facebook as well as her Instagram, and then her website. Also, there it goes, her information there. Yep. So it's Facebook, Instagram, and then her website is there. So you'll be able to connect with her, see that information also, and you can go in and be able to receive that ebook. So you can email me your information, your email address, and I'll make sure that Rachel gets that so she can send that ebook out to you. So put shared in the comments, and thank you all so much again, for sharing. If there's any information that you need from me, you can always go to my website, which is www.jaforafox.com, and you can reach out to me. So thank you all in advance for your support. And don't forget, while you're on my website, to shop. Want to shop, be my walking billboard. When we're as entrepreneurs, supporting a small business and an entrepreneur, it is so vital, it's so helpful, it's so essential. And so that's a way to be able to support each other. And then you can, wear the brand of the individual, or saying, or something that the individual has as an entrepreneur, to be able to help them. And so we want to be in a space where we are, helping each other. So don't forget to share, put shared in the comments so that your name can go into a drawing for tonight. And so Rachel, please provide us with some final thoughts and encouraging words to the audience.
The first thing, don't give up on yourself. Sometimes the going gets tough, but never give up on yourself. Definitely don't give up on God. Yourself is one, but don't give up on God either, because he's going to help you to just keep going forward. Another thing I'd say is don't look at everybody else. Please, if you have to turn off your social media, if you have to get off of, all of the social spaces or all of the platforms, do that. Do not compete with anybody else. A lot of times we look at everybody else and say, well, they've only been in business for X amount of time, or they've only been doing this for such a short time, and they seem to be further than me. They seem to be doing better than me. We have to take ourselves out of that mindset of the comparing. Compare and compete with yourself. Try to be better than you were 5 minutes ago. Try to make your business better than it was last week. Focus on you. Look at yourself and compete with yourself. How can I be humbler than I was yesterday? How can I be greater than I was yesterday? You want to look at yourself and not look at others, because a lot of times we get too caught up in looking at everybody else and everything else that they have going on that we totally just forget about ourselves. And then we end up falling way shorter than we intended to, because we spent so much time with our eye off of the target, which is us, and working on our business and working on ourselves. And I say working on yourself too, because even though you're in business, when you're running a business, you are a part of your business. Your attitude, your customer service, just your overall aura is so important, especially when you're dealing with other people. You have to work on you. If you're not working on you, I don't believe that your business will flourish, because at the same time, you're like the foundation, to your business. Even if you have other people running it, even if you're the one giving orders, you have to make sure that you're doing okay, that you're doing well, and that you're operating in a really good space while you lead others. It's very, very important. So I would just say, honestly, the biggest things are: do not compare yourself to anybody else. Compete with yourself. Keep your eyes off of everyone else. And that's just not for business only. That's just for life altogether. Be proud of where you are. Be proud of what you've overcome. No one knows what you went through to get where you are, and no one knows what you're going to go through to get where you need to go. And that's why it's just so important to just focus on you, focus on yourself, focus on your business. Take your time. Rome wasn't built in a day. People think that they're going to start a business today and be a millionaire tomorrow. That is not how it goes. Maybe some are fortunate to have that outcome, but it just doesn't work that way for everyone. So just take your time with yourself. Pray, as Jafar mentioned. I find that fasting is very important too, for my walk at least, and at least for business as well. Pray, fast. If you can't figure out what to do, even if you've made connections and talked to everybody, you've networked, and you just are just in a place where you're stuck, talk to God. Talk to God. He'll send somebody. He'll send an answer. He'll send a scripture. He'll send an idea. He'll send just about anything to help you get through whatever it is that you're going through in that stage of your business or your life. And I guess the last thing I can say is don't give up, because there's somebody out there who needs what you have to give. And that's my final word.
Oh, I love it. 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 I love it, Rachel. That was so powerful. It was so, so good. I mean, we can truly take those things that you said, and all, as you talked about personal or business, about don't look at others, don't give up on yourself. And then you talked about the compete or compare. Don't do either. One of the things I have is keep your eyes on God. It's coming together. And a t-shirt that I have too, because we have to be reminded of those things. It's so easy to get caught up in looking at other people and what they're doing, but you never know what it has taken for that person to be in that place and that space and the journey of where they're at and everything. It takes work, and you have to stay doing your part. And then just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on God. Know that God cares and He is mindful. And if God has provided you with whatever it is you're doing, know that He will help you through whatever situation that's difficult, and take the time to help somebody else, so I would add that in helping and pulling somebody else along, or providing some tips and some information for someone else, because we have to know that someone has helped you, someone has helped me. And so be helpful in helping others, but definitely, Rachel, you have provided some awesome gems and nuggets, tips, suggestions, information that I think is so valuable on your journey, whether it's being a business owner or just life itself. You have to, if you're going to be servicing clients and customers and people, you have to make sure that self is good, because who you are is going to show up. It is going to come up out of you. And
somewhere.
So you want to make sure you want to make sure the good parts show up, so continue to work on yourself. It's always to evolve. We all are evolving and growing and trying to do better and be better. And with the help of the Lord, truly all things are possible. So again, you all, thank you so much for joining. If you have not shared, put shared in the comments. I see Ms. Watson, she was on the show last week, a candle maker. Erica was on last Thursday on the show and just provided some awesome information. And she has a candle business, so you all can check out her candle business. But Thank you so much for sharing. You all definitely appreciate each and every last one of you all for your support and tuning in and joining and supporting the entrepreneurs. I absolutely love spotlighting entrepreneurs, which was God-given. God had put that in my heart, in my space, my place, everything, just to do it from, and he works out every detail. And when I think about it on my journey, I never really thought about like guests and how I was going to do what I was going to do, but I just trusted God. I knew that he will provide and he will do, and that's what he's done. He's done everything and he's made a way. And I just believe God for expansion and enlarging my territory, enlarging your territory, and every guest that comes on the Jafora Fox show, that I always speak into them and pray, as you talked about prayer and fasting, because we don't want to leave out fasting. So that's true. Those are vital. But again, Rachel, thank you so much. Just an honor to have you as a guest. Excited about all of the amazing things that God is doing for you, because Rachel, she's just not a business owner, an entrepreneur. She's an actress and all of those, all of those amazing things too. And so I just love just seeing others just blossom and doing their passion and doing what they love to do. So now we will have the wheel of names to see who has shared. Let's see who our winners are for the ebook on tonight. And again, thank you all so much for sharing.
All right.
Let's see. Winners. Let's see. Awesome. Yes, Jerica Watson. Bless you, Jerica. Thank you. I already have your email address, Jerica. So I will get that over to Rachel so that she can send you out the ebook. So you are a winner. So congratulations to you. You're a winner for the ebook, My Mental Metamorphosis. So exciting. Let's see. All right. Congratulations. That was close. It was. So congratulations, Latifa. Awesome. And so definitely we'll get your ebook to you also, Latifa. Latifa is the best producer ever on this side of heaven for the Jafora Fox show, you all. So I am so appreciative of her and all that she do for the Jafora Fox show. So, and again, you all, thank you for you all joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox show. Let's talk business. I am your host. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Awesome. So congratulations.
Congrats
to you, Jerica. So that just good stuff. And again, Rachel, thank you. I appreciate. Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you so much. Thank you again for gracing the Jafora Fox show. I don't take it lightly or for granted. So, when things get, really in that space, know that you were on the Jafora Fox show.
Oh, so, absolutely. I will never forget. And thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you again. And to my viewers from Facebook Live or YouTube and LinkedIn, thank you all so much. And if you're watching on the replay, you all, thank you. And don't forget, even on the replay, to share. So share. And you all have an amazing night. So God bless you all. And thank you all so much. God bless.
Bye.
Jafar Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafar Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in and let's talk